How to communicate naturally in France. French culture, social norms, and travel tips too. Part 4. How to communicate naturally in France. Now that we've explored some of the best places to visit in France, let's talk about how to communicate naturally with French people. The French have a unique way of speaking, a strong sense of cultural pride and social customs that might be different from what you're used to. So in this part, we'll cover how to greet people properly, essential etiquette and politeness in French culture, common French phrases and expressions, how to order at a restaurant like a local, understanding French humor and body language. By learning these, you'll feel more confident and natural when talking to people in France. 1. How to greet people properly in France. In France, greetings are very important, and knowing the right way to say hello can make a great first impression. Common French greetings: Bonjour, good morning, good afternoon. Use this anytime before evening. Bonsoir, good evening, used after 6-9 p.m. Salut, hi, casual, only for friends. How to greet someone in France. In professional settings, a firm handshake is common. Among friends and family, a kiss on both cheeks, la bise. If you're unsure, wait for the other person to initiate the greeting. In general, it's always best to start with bonjour and then adjust your greeting based on the situation. 2. French politeness and social etiquette. French culture places a high value on politeness and good manners. Essential polite phrases in French. Merci. Thank you. S'il vous plaît. Please. Excusez-moi. Excuse-me. Je suis désolé. I'm sorry. Politeness tips. Always greet shopkeepers when entering a store. Never start a conversation without saying bonjour first. Don't assume people speak English. Try a little French first. Even if you don't speak French fluently, using basic polite phrases will make a huge difference in how you're treated. 3. Common French phrases and expressions. Learning a few common French expressions will help you sound more natural in conversations. Useful everyday French phrases. Ça va? How are you? Casual. Ça marche. That works. Sounds good. C'est pas grave. It's not a big deal. C'est délicieux. It's delicious. Pas de souci. No problem. These simple expressions will help you blend in and communicate naturally. 4. How to order at a restaurant like a local. Dining in France is an experience, and knowing the right etiquette will make your meal even more enjoyable. How to order food in French. Excusez-moi, je voudrais. Excuse-me, I would like. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. The check, please. Un café, s'il vous plaît. A coffee, please. French dining etiquette. Take your time. Meals are meant to be slow and relaxed. Waiters won't bring the bill unless you ask for it. Tipping is not required, but leaving a small amount, 5 to 10%, is appreciated. If you're in a hurry, go to a cafe or boulangerie instead. But if you sit down at a restaurant, expect to enjoy the experience. 5. Understanding French humor and body language. French humor can sometimes feel different from English humor, as it often includes sarcasm, irony, and clever wordplay. Types of French humor. Sarcasm, saying the opposite of what you mean. Example, super, il pleut encore. Great, it's raining again. Irony, making subtle jokes that aren't obvious. Intellectual humor, making jokes about politics, literature, or philosophy. Common French body language. Shrugging shoulders means I don't know or I don't care. Pursing lips and blowing air means I'm annoyed or that's frustrating. Tapping fingers on the table means someone is impatient. Understanding French humor and gestures will help you avoid misunderstandings and connect better with locals. 6. Final communication tips for France. Here are some final communication tips to help you sound more natural in France. Try speaking a little French first. Even if it's just bonjour, it shows respect. Speak softly in public. The French generally don't talk loudly in restaurants or on public transport. Respect personal space. Unlike in some cultures, the French prefer to keep a comfortable distance in conversations. By following these simple communication tips, you'll feel much more confident and natural when talking to French people. Part 5. Conclusion and final thoughts. 220 buys, 245 ads. We've covered a lot in this video, from understanding French communication styles and etiquette to common mistakes, must-visit places, and how to navigate social interactions in France. Now let's wrap things up with some final thoughts to help you feel more comfortable and confident when communicating in France. 1 key takeaways. Here are the most important things to remember when communicating in France. Always greet people properly. Start with bonjour and say au revoir when leaving. Use polite expressions, saying s'il vous plaît, merci, and excusez-moi makes a big difference. Understand French formality. Use vous instead of tu until invited to be informal. Take your time at restaurants. Dining in France is a relaxed experience, and waiters won't rush you. Try a little French. Even if you don't speak fluently, showing effort will be appreciated. Respect cultural norms. Speak softly in public, queue properly, and don't expect stores to be open all day. By keeping these key points in mind, you'll have smoother, more enjoyable conversations and make a great impression in France. 2. Why France is an amazing place to visit. France is a country rich in culture, history, and breathtaking landscapes. Paris is full of iconic landmarks and world-class museums. The French Riviera offers stunning beaches and luxury experiences. Provence and the Loire Valley have charming villages and scenic countryside. Normandy and Alsace showcase unique regional history and traditions. Wherever you go in France, you'll experience amazing food, stunning sights, and unforgettable memories. 3. Final encouragement. Remember, you don't need perfect French to communicate well in France. Confidence is more important than perfection. Making mistakes is part of learning. French people appreciate when visitors make an effort to respect their culture. So don't be afraid to practice, start conversations, and enjoy your time in France. 4. Call to action. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more travel and language tips. And let me know in the comments, which place in France do you want to visit the most? That's it for today. Thanks for watching Smart English Start, and I'll see you in the next video.